Hi folks, and there's the next video. This is another amp. This is a Badger Bassman 30-watt bass guitar amplifier. So what we'll do, we'll start with the preliminary tests. You said this one's dead, so we'll find out just how dead it actually is. And we'll start in the first place. We'll start off first by checking the fuse in the plug. I mean, I dare say you might have already checked that, but you don't know. You know, the fuse in the plug could be blown, could be continuity in the lead, could be anything. There again, could be transformer. The whole thing could be fucked. We do not know any of this stuff until we dig in and have a go. We know nothing, folks. As it was once said, in science one knows nothing unless one experiments. So we need to take off voltage, put it back onto onto continuity, and just check the fuse. Right, well, the fuse is not blown. So what we'll do a power up on the Variac. And we've got the dim light tester bulb on, so we'll do a power up on the Variac and see if we get any activity from this thing. See if there's any sign of life in this thing whatsoever. So what we'll do, we'll plug that into the socket and turn the power switch. Out, in. That must be power on. Why can't they just put simple fucking on off? Nothing. Oh, the light's on. No volume. No sound. So the light's on. So at least we know the neon works. I need to tidy my bench up, folks. So let's get this out of the cabinet. And looks like a bit of a homemade affair, this, doesn't it? Let's get the chassis out. He told me he thinks you access this by taking the whole front off, but I can assure you, I don't think you do. I think you access it by just taking these screws out, and you get to the chassis. You pull the chassis straight out of the cabinet, and there should be enough lead available for you to get in there and service it. So we'll find out. So this is amplifier number 2. We know this is dead, apart from the fact the light comes on. So it's not completely dead. It's just not coming. And that there is. That there is going to make life awkward for me, because the nut, whatever it is behind the screw, has come adrift, and the screw is just turning, and no matter what it takes, this chassis has got to come out of this cabinet. So it's got to come out. I'm going to try and get the screwdriver under the screw there, and then gotcha. Right. No, it does come out. It does leave. It does pull out. So at least I believe they do. There we go. Yeah, there we are. And behind that should be a similar solution to what was in the other fucker, and guess what? They're pretty much the fucking same thing. There we are. Pretty much the same fucking thing. Look at that. It's pretty much the same fucking thing. Have you ever heard the saying, folks? Same shit, different day. Right, so basically we've got two transistors there. Right, them wires down, them wires there go down into your speaker, and for the moment I'm going to disconnect those because I can see what we're looking at here. So I'm going to disconnect them for a minute because I don't need them in. So there we go. Now, see, I can work on it a bit now, and the problem here, this is pretty much a similar construction to the other one, and the problem here is the board's all burnt. We can turn this round so that I can get it, ouch, into a serviceable position. They call this a fucking what? What did they say it was? Fucking 30 watts? My ass. 30 watts with them little heat sinks. Have you seen that, folks? Look, that's all your amplifier. The little pissant heat sinks. And I'll bet you as much as you want that what is actually, would I be able to pull the power lead out a bit more? Because to be honest with you, there we go. Right, basically somebody's had this off before because there's a bolt, nut and bolt missing from here. So what we want to do, we want to test. We've got these two resistors here, and we want to test them. I don't know what they fucking are, but I'm going to guess they're about probably the same as what's in the other one. This is a different layout, but it's the same sort of shite. So let's test these resistors. I think these resistors should be about 5 ohms. 0.5 ohms. Well, that one's 0.9. That's okay. I'll tell you what, is that a broken connection there? Let's test these transistors. I mean, this is just a dirty way of testing them. I mean, I've got the proper stuff, as we all know. But I just want to get an idea, really. Well, that's open circuit, that one. these are both the same transistor. That fucker's open circuit from there to there. Are they both the same transistor, or are they? The ones in the other one were, they were exactly the same numbers on them, so let's see what these are. These are a pair or the same. TIP 41C, TIP 41C. Right, well, they're both exactly the same transistor. So, what we're going to do, we're going to find our sucker, wherever our sucker's gone. Sucker, where are you, you little fucker? Sucker, come here. Where's me sucker? Where's me fucking sucker? There it is. Let's get it sucked off. As the bishop said to the nun. After he'd finished with his beer, that is. Yeah. See, I've got a feeling the first thing to do is to test the output trannies. See if they're fucking running. If they're fucked, they'll need to be replaced. And I ain't fucking got any of those. So we'll have to find some. So now let's get a screwdriver. Yeah. Just drop one. Come here, you. I don't want to fuck it. I don't want to lose you. There we go. Lift that out. There we go. I mean, it's. There we go. Let's pull the transistor. Now let's test it on the tester. See what the transistor tester tells us. Probably tells us it's okay. The fault's probably fucking somewhere else. Anyway, we've got to test them. But there's no volume, and the amp is actually powering up because admittedly, that neon gets its power directly from the mains, but even so, PNP bipolar. That transistor's okay, that's working. That one's okay, can go back in. Right, so that's working. So what we'll do, we'll put the transistor back in first, because that's the way it came out. Get that back in first. Bend that back over so it lines up with the hole. That's it. Put the heatsink under. Now this could be some fun, because these were assembled by people with thin fingers, probably even Bishop's fingers. Yeah. I'll tell you what, fucking not easy fucking doing this. Right. Because I'm trying to fucking support it. It's running all over the place. But I'm going to have trouble getting my fucking fingers in there anyway. I'm going to have to go down there with a fucking magnetic screwdriver or a pair. Is that screw magnetic? No, fucking isn't. I didn't think it would be. You know what gets me about all this fucking shit? It comes apart that easy. But what I want to do is get that. Just get that there. See, I can't do it the way up because I can't fucking see it. Slip that into there. Yeah, I couldn't. There we go. Get that lined up with the hole. Which it is. I'll tell you what. I might consider disconnecting the power fucking lead if it comes to that. There we are. I can get my finger in to hold it, just can't get my finger in to put the screw in. But and there's a nut and bolt missing out of this. I need to think about putting one in as well. That's assuming I get the fucker working. There we go. Grab myself a piece of solder because I used my last bit, and no, the fairy solder never got my last bit. The solder fairy rather. Never got my last bit. She tried but she failed. Was it my fucking dog gets everywhere? Right. Now let's solder this transistor back. You know, I pride myself on my soldering. Got fingers like a surgeon. There we go. This solder's shite, but it's doing the job. Now, I want the other transistor out. So it's the same routine really. Well, I don't think I have to take the heatsink off. No, I only took that one off because there's a bolt missing out of it. Don't have to take that one off. I only did that because the bolt was missing. Come on, you cunt. Yeah, let's give that one a bit more of a suck. Let's undo the heatsink. It's the bottom one. And we can leave these. That, is that in tight? mean, to be perfectly honest, I expect, like all the girlfriends I've ever had, I expect somebody to have been there before me. I managed to get that out without losing it. And we also have an isolator in there as well. There wasn't one on the other transistor. So why have we got an isolator in this one and not in that one? Did somebody remove that nut? Did somebody remove the... I think that's just a spacer. I need to check up on that. Is there a mica pad behind that? Yeah, there is. So they're supposed to be isolated. Let's just get the transistor off. I'm not pulling it because I don't want to run the risk of breaking it. Because I know I ain't got any of these. Come on, you cunt. Come out. That's got it. And I didn't break it. Didn't pull a fucking leg off it. But it's supposed to be isolated, and that's probably why there's a fucking bolt missing, so that the fucking heatsink doesn't fucking ground out. Right, now let's see if this one's okay. See if this one passes the test. And I've got isolators and stuff, so I can actually redo all that. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. So the output isn't fucked. The output transistors at least are working, so they're making fucking life hard. There we go. It's fucking difficult to get these in. There we go. There we go, we're in. Well, that was easy enough. I managed to do that with my fingers. Obviously I could have done, mind you, the other one was flapping about everywhere. It weren't screw bolted on, was it? Need to look into that because it is supposed to be grounded. I don't think these things particularly need to be grounded, but the transistors have to be isolated. That is for certain. And I will check that with the meter, and if I have to, I'll change the pads and stuff. Yes, that's it. I thought it was level. It's not tight. Fucking screwdriver doesn't like to fucking stay in there. I mean, it does fit it. That's it. Now just check the transistors for isolation on the heatsink, because they are supposed to be isolated from it, so we know they're okay. So we'll just check the collector. Yeah, it needs to be shifted, needs to be isolated. But that one's okay. That fucker's isolated. So that needs an isolation washer and pad putting in it. But it's not connected to the ground, so we're okay for now. But that will have to be done. I can't leave that like that. Oops. That's my test lead. Fell onto a garage turntable apparently, and it went plong. There we go. Just check we've got all the connections on that. Should have. I need some supper in a minute. We'll go for the middle one. Yeah. 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 Right, so even though there's been a bit of overheating over there, the resistors are okay, even though they have been getting a bit warm. So what we need to find out is what else is in here that could be causing the problem. Got two fuses here. I can see the wires going straight across them, but pretty sure they won't be the issue. No. Check these caps. Just looking for anything that might cause concern. A short circuit really, but what I want to do is I want to look at these transistors. I want to look at these driver transistors. This is where we want to be. These driver transistors drive up the output, so I'm just doing a dirty test on them. See if any of them are open circuit. I'm on the transistor there, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Might not have been, you know. I wasn't. I am now. That's the transistor there. Yeah. That's okay. But I think we're open. No, we're not. I thought we were open between the collector and the emitter. I think the collector and the emitter. We thought we were open across these, but we're not. Now let's test the next one, which is this one. Oops. This one right here. Might be able to get the fucking leads in this way. It's awkward to see that way. Nothing on that. So you expect to get nothing one way round. We're okay there. And we're okay. Oh. Am I short in that? Yeah, I probably am. That one. That one. Yeah, we're okay there. The transistor's fine. Both these resistors appear to be okay. What I want to do now is test the transformer. See if the transformer's working. Is that side? It is that side. 1.2 ohms on that side. We had a reading on this a minute ago. 1.4 ohm on that side, that's okay. So we know the primary, we know the secondary is okay. So let's have a look at the primary. We have got a capacitor on the primary if it needs to be, I can take it off. That'll be alright. Right, test these resistors again. I mean, they need to be replaced, they're fucking cremated. 1 point, yeah, about an ohm, just under, and just fluctuates, call it an ohm. And that's that's an ohm, that's just under 2 ohms. So unless the speaker in this fucking thing's fucked, I can't see any reason why it's not capable of producing audio. Unless the speaker's fucked, so what we'll do, we'll check the speaker. I normally do check that first, but I didn't bother this time because I just wanted to get into it. But we'll check the speaker. See if the speaker's fucked. Because the wires have got to be spliced anyway to be reconnected. Got to be cut anyway to be reconnected. It's single core solid wire, this, I know. Not single strand, not stranded. Not multi-strand. I prefer multi-strand wire. I don't like this stuff, it snaps. Now, so what we'll do, we'll check to see what impedance we've got on the speaker, if any. Six ohms. So the speaker's working. So the speaker's working. Right, well the speaker's working, so what we'll do now, we did have a bad connection on this transistor, so what we'll do, we'll reconnect the speaker and put the chassis back in. And see what we get. Because oops. In fact, what I'll do, yeah, I'll connect the speaker back up. Connect the speaker back up. I was going to use my test speaker, but I don't want to destroy. I don't want to destroy my fucking speakers. So. What we'll do, we'll bring it up on the variac slowly. That way we won't be putting any power. We should have another yellow wire. We should have another yellow wire. Where's that gone? There it is. Presume that that's the fucking live. I've also been known to presume wrong in my day as well. Oops. Right. Slide that in. So I'm just temporary connecting this, it's not going to stay this way. I'm connecting so I can plug it in just to give it a bit of a test. Because by rights there's no reason, from what I could see, had some new capacitors put in this by the look of it as well. Not recently, but it has in its past. Right. back in. There we go. Shift all this crap out of the way. Power on. There we go. I'll sort those speaker wires out in a bit. There we go. Let's get the guitar. Let's plug the guitar into it. Now, as you know, folks, when I tested that the first time round, there was no sound. I think it was just a loose connection on those output transistors. I suspected one of them was loose. So I think that's all it was. So let's get the guitar. Now, I'll make one thing completely clear here, folks. When it comes to the guitar, the only thing I know about the guitar is I can't play it. Now, volume down. Hey, my little knobs fell off, look. There we go. 2 in a row. How about that, folks? Am I good or am I good? I've got to do the speaker wires on that, resolder them properly, do a proper job on them. Solder them back, each shrink them, and put it back together. But that's another amplifier successfully repaired. And it hasn't taken me that long, this one either. And I've done it at the bare minimum of expense, which is what Steve wants me to do. He wants a proper job, but he wants it cheap. Well, he wants the price keeping as low as possible, because he has to make his end, and I have to make my end as well, unfortunately. There's a nice piece of heat shrink that I'll do for the speaker wires. I'm going to have a bit of supper now, folks, and a brew. I'll leave the soldering, no, I'll turn the soldering iron off because I can turn it back on again. Let's turn this off. Turn that variac down. And that's the Badger 30 watt guitar amplifier, the Badger Bassman 30 watt guitar amplifier successfully repaired. I think it was that, oh, I've got to do that insulator on that, what do you call it, on that transistor. Got to sort that out. But I can do that off camera. You don't need to see me piss about doing that. You know, I'm gonna take the nut and bolt out. I'm gonna take the nut and bolt out, and I'm gonna put a fucking little insulator washer, little isolation washer in, and a new thermal pad. So, you know, you don't need to see me do that, because anybody can do that. Anybody with a modicum of intelligence could do that. So, you know, that's where we're up to with that, folks. And thank you very much for watching, and more to come later. Bye for now.